Hey all, Hipper here. So today we're checking out the Agile Mainz, and I'm going to show you quite an interesting battle here. And let's just have a look at my build first. Like I said, this is an Agile build, so we have Legends on as the Mr. Master Commander here, and then we have Baltimore and Soundwave as inspirations, all the usual speed and rudder perks here. On the ship we have aiming systems, double rudder, and in the last slot we have the improved range. I didn't know I had that, but there it is. I'd probably switch that back to the improved reload actually. So 3 sonars, 4 planes, and 3 heals. And again, as I say every time I play these Hipper ships here, the sonar is your main thing. That's what makes this ship good. Also, the AP, of course, and that's more in the case of Hipper. And also look at the armor here on Mainz. It's very green. And it's a lot squishier than Hipper really is. There's a huge difference between the two ships, and I prefer Hipper. But in this battle here, I've taken out the Mainz. So you can of course choose to play this ship as a dedicated HE spammer. I never do that. I play it like a Hipper, and that's why I have an Agile build, so I can do stuff like this here. Just make that Massachusetts totally waste a whole salvo, and we're just going to head in here like remorselessly or ruthlessly, I don't know what you say, but we're not gonna stop because there's a destroyer in here, because my spider sense tells me there is. And like I said in the beginning, the sonar is your thing in this ship here, and if you don't use that sonar, you are wasting its potential. It's just like wasting radars. But of course, using sonars, it's more difficult than using radars because you have to get in close. Like this Fletcher is not in range yet. My sonar is 5.6 kilometers, and he's not in range until now actually. So we pop it on, and we catch him, you know, in the smoke. He's just out of range here, and go away, destroyer, we're busy here. So yeah, we're taking a good punishment here, but it's all for a good cause. The Fletcher is caught, and there is nothing he can do. All we just have to keep now is just keep an eye on this Massachusetts here until we get into a position where he can't hit me. Because the Helena is not going to come out. He's sitting behind his rock. And the Massachusetts has figured out, hey, I'm having a hard time hitting this guy here. Perhaps I should retreat. And that's what he's doing now. So all I have to do is just, you know, get into a spot where that Massachusetts can't hit me. And of course a little bit difficult here because I have both of them. But luckily a battleship is coming to my rescue, and again an incoming salvo we just gotta keep an eye on. I mean, you can never relax if you're gonna play like this. You have to be on your toes constantly, otherwise you get wiped, and that happens, absolutely. Sometimes you just cannot keep track of everything, and that's normal. But I tell you what, it is a very action-packed way of playing, and I love it. And it suits these German cruisers like really, really well. Yes, it suits Hipper better because it has better armor, but I mean, it's fun. So now my sonar is keeping the Helena spotted while I'm sitting here in the destroyer smoke that I took over. And I probably should have waited a little bit here before I shoot at the Helena. But I'm thinking, why not? But because someone else got reset and the cap isn't safe. I was like, really? That's what happens. But okay, anyway, I thought I had it all, you know, wrapped up and good to go. So I don't know what that battleship is doing in here without camo on as well. There was a destroyer here just like a minute ago, and we get a torp hit. So that Helena is out of the game. He's not going to be able to do anything now. He doesn't have a heal or anything, so he can just sit far away and shoot HG. So now I'm actually going to finish this cap here that I was trying to do in the beginning before someone ruined my plans by getting reset. And now we have divided the red ships by being super aggressive over here and just pushing through, like wasting that destroyer, pushing him against the wall and not giving him any chance at all to recover. The Helena, lucky with the torpedo, yes, but in any case, he's out of, well, he's dead already, but he would be out of the game no matter what. He's so low on health, and he doesn't have a spotter anymore. So the Reds are now split in two. So the guys over here on the left seem like they're having the toughest time. Like their battleship ran away immediately. If you go back and check the video, that guy just turned around exactly when the game started, and he's gonna go pretty much follow my concealment circle there all the way around to C, and you know, of course not go to C until it's safe, obviously, because why would you help out in your battleship? No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just really tired of battleships running away from their flank. It is the bane of this game here. Like, bad battleship players, I keep saying it over and over. That's the main reason this game here is just so infuriating and so terrible sometimes. Anyway, brand over. Actually, not completely over, because I've played a lot of battles today, and I have seen some of the worst gameplay, only from battleships though, today. Like, it's been terrible. And I don't know how people find joy in the game when they play the way they do. For example, I had a battle on shards, where I had, you know, I was in a hipper, and I pushed the enemy hipper behind a rock. I had the cap, so it's all good. I mean, the battleships can just leave and go and do something else where they're, you know, like, better grabbing another cap. I can keep that hipper there forever, it doesn't matter, I have the cap. So if he comes for me, well, maybe we'll sink each other, but it doesn't matter, the cap is safe. But of course I have 2 tier 6 battleships on my team, and they both rush the hipper, although I keep telling them not to do it. And yeah, we did win that battle anyway, but that was just, yeah, a very bad example. So anyway, we're back to the divide and conquer thing here. Because I don't want these guys to be able to regroup with the other Reds over on the other side, because they're actually doing pretty well over there, the Reds. So we need to keep them busy here. And of course that means, you know, not dying. So we need to get rid of this Mainz first here. He is quite a problem. And the other ship is a Tirpitz. So the 2 of these together, I can't really rush them. They both have torpedoes, and they're both brawling ships. So am I, but there's 2 of them, and yeah, it's just not the right play in this situation here. We just gotta make them waste time, so they can't, you know, join up with the others and reinforce the right flank. Because I think they're gonna need some time over there. See that battleship that left this flank? He's halfway there now. That's fantastic. After half the battle has gone, he's made it halfway across the map with absolutely nothing to show for it. So I kind of believe that these guys are thinking the same thing. They're like, yeah, he's low on health, but it is a Mainz. He has sonar, he has torpedoes. It's not a ship you can just rush and torpedo. So I'm just gonna pop in here, yoink. And you can see the Tirpitz, he changes his mind. I think he was going to go for me then, but then he realizes, oh, he's in the cap. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. I don't know if he had rushed me. I don't know if he'd be able to get me. It all depends on, yeah. And look at the Ochakov here. Oh, get back. Are you suggesting I get back and then give up the cap to the Reds so they're going to win on points? Is that your grand plan? That's a fantastic plan, Ochakov. Thank you. Please tell me more. Because as long as I sit here, the Reds aren't getting any points for their cap. They do have a cap, but because I'm sitting in it, they might as well not have any caps. And we're the only ones with a cap. The one I took in the beginning, that took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get. And now I'm stopping them, you know, gathering tickets over here. And I'm all by myself. There's no one else in this 2/3 of the map here. So, but if I look back on it, yeah, these guys here probably should have rushed me. 2 of them definitely would have been able to take me out. 1 of them, not sure about it. So if we look at our friendly battleship that left this flank here, look at him, he's just about to get it within range of C, and there's 6 minutes left of the game here. So yeah, that's great. So you know, games like this, as much as I complain, is what I like. You know, where it's not all about overmatch and, you know, sinking other ships and bang bang bang. Like, it's all about more of a chess match of thinking. Like, these 2, the Tirpitz and the other Mainz, they have a choice now. Like, whoops, Tirpitz left the cap. That was a big mistake, because that actually means that I'm going to grab it and I'm going to get additional tickets. We would have won anyway if I just keep sitting here, but now we're definitely going to win. So like I was saying, these guys have a choice now. They can go to the C cap like they wanted to in the beginning and, you know, join up with their mates and perhaps be able to win the battle. It's looking a little bit tough now because they lost some ships over there because I kept them busy here. and or they can choose to, you know, battle me and take the cap back. And none of those choices are really appealing, I think. See how they're blind firing into the cap and shooting torpedoes because they don't want to go in here, because they know, like, going in here is doing exactly what I want them to do. So all I have to do is wait, and I'm keeping these 2 ships here from joining the other ships on the other flank. And now my team wiped everyone on the other flank, and there's only these 2 guys left. So that means I can give up the cap. I don't have to hold it anymore. Even if we lose that cap, it doesn't matter at all now. So yeah, like, these are the battles that I like. That's also why I usually spec into utility instead of pure damage, because, I mean, if I just want to shoot things, I'll just play a game where I shoot things. I mean, I think there's more to this game than just shooting other ships. You know, it's a kind of a chess game, I think. And there's more to it than just positioning and not getting spotted. That's another thing that some people say, oh, this is a very advanced game because I have to make sure I don't get spotted. Yeah, that's not really that hard, is it? Anyway, I get my sonar back, and I'm gonna keep these guys spotted because I don't want them to sneak up on me. Who knows what they're up to? And then, of course, this way, my whole team knows what they're up to. So they're sure they're not gonna get ambushed moving up. And it also tells these 2 red ships here that I'm still around. I'm just on the other side of the mountain. So after you finish capping here, don't think about coming around, because I'm gonna be sitting here waiting with torpedoes again. This time I'm just keeping these guys from doing anything useful again. And it's really satisfying. So this time I am anticipating a rush because, well, they've already lost the battle. There's no way they can come back from this. So if it was me, I would say, okay, why not just go for it? There's some other blind firing torpedoes there because they have no idea what's going on. They don't know. They can't see what's going on the map. They don't know that it's just me. My blue friends are heading over here. They've done a good job over on sea. And like I said, we kept the ships busy over here, so they were unable to join. So yeah, it's all good. And the Reds have no idea where the blue ships are, except for me. They know I'm around on the other side of the mountain, but they don't know where my backup is. So that's why they are a little bit apprehensive about coming out, I think. Which is probably the right move earlier in the game, but at this point, like, it's do or die now. So why not just rush me and see if you can, you can do it. Like, if the Turpid takes the right side and the Mainz takes the left side, yeah, they would get me, definitely. But like I said, it doesn't matter at all now. I've played smart enough to make sure that we win this battle. It doesn't matter what happens to me, really. So yeah, I don't really care. So it doesn't look like the Turpids is moving out anywhere. So we'll just shoot some preemptive torps there, just like they do. Because they're off. My sonar ran out. I don't have another sonar, so I can't really spot them, make sure what's going on. But I'm kind of thinking that the Mainz is going to try to rush me. So last thing I saw was the Turpids on this side, and the Mainz is pointing towards the left. So I'm thinking, oh, he's probably gonna come around this side here. You know, this is all part of the mind games in this game here, and like I said, that's the fun part for me. It's not about shooting ships, although yeah, getting citadels and, you know, torping ships is fun. It's more when you get battles like this where, you know, like, it's a little bit more to the cerebral side. That's fun. So anyway, the Mainz, he came out and he is like broadside to my whole team because he was blind in there. So he thought he was just facing me, but he was not. So here, I think this battle is a pretty good example of how, by, you know, blitzkrieging your way through the middle of the map, separating the Reds into a right and the left team, and then making sure that those teams are never able to join up again. That's a really good way to win. Of course, it's like, it just depends who you're playing with and how things, and look at that. He's got me dialed in there, so I'm not gonna come around. I was thinking, oh, I could come around the corner and torp this guy, but then I'm like, nah. If I did that, maybe I would get him, but I would also get wasted. I could probably take a few secondaries, not even a primary battery. So we're playing it safe, but boring. So I don't really play a lot of Mainz because I think, like, for my type of play, Hipper is better. Like I like to get up close and personal, and the Mainz with its HE, you know, I'm not gonna call it spam, but that's really what it is. It tends to play a little bit better from medium long range. It doesn't rely on AP like Hipper does, so you don't get all the fun of setting up your own not your own broadside, but you know, the enemy's broadsides. It's not as fun a ship to play, I think, compared to Hipper, but it is stronger overall for most players, but not as fun. So hope you enjoyed this battle here, and I'll see you out there.